followed Eli. But anyway, alright, so this actually happens to be my very first time performing stand-up comedy. Thank you. Yeah, ironically, it also happens to be the last time I will ever perform stand-up comedy. No, don't say that. It's true. You haven't heard my jokes yet. It's true. Basically, you might be wondering, like, then why am I here in the first place, given that I have actually no comedic talent or experience. It's because my friends are assholes. What do I mean by that? Well, about 4 months ago, I started this blog. And the blog was, I sent out 52 playing cards, family and friends, all around the country. And I said, you know, give me a challenge. Right on the back of this card, tell me something that will get me out of my element, make me do something fun. So here I am, expecting to get cards that say things like, you know, volunteer at a nursing home. Make the world a better place. Yeah. Turns out, my friends suck. Because I have had to do the stupidest shit in the world. For example, one day, my friend Laura asked me to, she said, you know, bring a Starbucks computer, or, excuse me. I had that second shot. Bring a desktop computer to a busy Starbucks and set it up, and pretend that you're actually working on this computer. So I did. I got an entire computer, and I found a suitcase that was like this big. And I rolled it into this Starbucks, and I set it up for about an hour, and I, you know, pretended that I was working on the computer. And is where is Laura? She's not here tonight, because I didn't invite her, because we're not friends anymore. But it's funny, so, you know, I pick these cards every week, and this week, obviously, 4 clubs, sent by my very best friend from 4th grade. And it said, perform stand-up comedy. So, you know, great, fine, be funny, alright, I'll try. But there's other cards where I'm thinking, like, what do these people think of me that they make me do stuff like that? So, you know, for example, my friend Caroline, front row, her card was learn how to pole dance. And so, obviously, I'm thinking, what the fuck? My friend Caroline thinks I'm a slut.
She does.
So then the next week, I get a card from my friend Jason, and it's fast for 24 hours, no food, no water, because he thinks I'm fat. So then my grandmother, who she's 90. And her card, I'll read it to you verbatim. I love this. What is it? 9 of space. You have to go to church every day and work out every day, because my grandmother obviously thinks I'm a fat slut. So anyway. Thanks. But anyway, so I'm up here because my friends are assholes, and was actually Googling a lot this week, and, you know, Googling things like how to be a stand-up comic. As it turns out, like, I read about like 50 articles, and they say things like practice for at least 3 years before you get on stage. So since I had like 3 days, I found actually there was one article that I paid attention to, because it said the key to stand-up comedy is having an audience that actually, you know, will participate and will reinforce through laughter. And given that I hate my friends and they suck, I figured that I needed to help people out with this, you know, positive reinforcement. So I made some signs.
Nice.
So I'm hoping you guys can hold them up for me. So here's the first one.
Do you need some help holding them up?
You are. So
somebody,
oh yeah. No, the audience has to hold them up because it's reinforcement for me. When I'm on stage.
Facing her.
So save that to me so that, yeah.
Ellie's gonna do it.
You can hold that one, great. Okay, so I need somebody else to hold up this next one. And it says, has anyone ever told you you look like Kate Moss? Love that one. Okay, so my boss actually was supposed to come tonight, but she's not here. But I actually made her a sign, so here you go. It says, you deserve a raise. But I don't really care who holds this, because I'll take a raise from anybody.
Somebody give this to her. And then I'll just keep handing them out.
Thank you. This next one, actually, I need somebody very, very specific to hold this sign. I wasn't sure if there's anybody in the audience who's like, I don't know, maybe like 6'2", single, dark hair, lawyer, doctor, rich, hot. Yeah, oh, I got a sign for you to hold. Here you go. Jimba? Well, you married me. So, thank you. In the event that there was actually anyone in the crowd that was going to fit that criteria, I made a sign for myself that I'm going to hold up, and it says this. Yeah, so I'm single. Still. But it turns out I'm really good at it. Years of practice will make you good at anything. Excuse me. I'm back. Alright, so, but the thing is, these days being single, way harder than it used to be. Because of a little thing called Facebook. So, you guys know what I'm talking about when it's, you know, relationship status update time. Because a couple weeks ago, I broke up with a guy and you know, posted my Facebook status as single. And all of a sudden, I've got like 100 friends that care. And they're like, oh, Karen, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. So then like this one girl, Susie, that I went to second grade with, she sat next to me in math. And she writes on my Facebook page, oh, Karen, I'm so sorry to hear that you're single again. You know, I'm sure that you'll meet a nice guy someday. Thanks, Susie. So you know, I click on Susie's Facebook page because, you know, I want to see what she's up to because I haven't seen her in 20 years. And so I click on her page and, you know, I look through her pictures and it turns out she's married. She's got like 3 kids and this nice big house. Awesome. And so I thought, you know, I'll just post something on her Facebook page. So, you know, I say, hey, Susie, thanks so much for the note. Oh, it's so nice of you to think of me. Yeah, it's tough being single these days, but I gotta be honest, I'd rather be single than married to your fat, ugly husband. So, yeah, she befriended me. Anyway, but Facebook, not all that bad, okay? I actually love it because a couple weeks ago, I'm out at a bar, and I meet this boy. And he's cute, and he's funny, and he's nice, and I'm thinking, alright, single status updated. But then I went home, and I decided that I should, you know, Facebook stalk this boy, because my friends and I love to do that every time. And it turns out that this guy, the cute, nice, fun guy that I met at this bar, actually, well, he had pictures of himself getting arrested while peeing on a police car. And then I keep clicking through, and I find a picture of him at a strip club puking in a garbage can. then I keep clicking through, and he's later making out with a stripper from a strip club after he puked. So, the best thing about Facebook is you can actually break up with a guy before you have to go on a date with him and find out he is actually an asshole. But ladies, no, don't get too excited. Facebook stalking goes both ways. For example, I personally very, very rarely post pictures of myself when I'm sitting at home on Saturday nights crying into a tub of ice cream. Most recently, untagged a photo of myself as I'm, like ripping out a girl's hair when I'm trying to catch the bouquet at the wedding. That didn't really happen, it's a joke. Alright, so anyway, that's all I got. Appreciate you guys coming out tonight. I would plug my blog, KarenOnDeck.com, except for I pretty much know everybody in this room. Except for you guys. Thanks for coming.